Is here live to explain how the results could affect Mequon's future. Keller.
Yeah, Mike, to the people who live here, this mayoral election will affect the direction of the city for years to come. And at the core of this race were the candidates' plans for development and how that could change the landscape of the suburb. For neighbors in Mequon, the city's future has reached a fork in the road, and Patricia Hillard made sure she had a say.
I believe in growth, and getting better, but not making a whole drastic change.
You see, the job for mayor is up for grabs on their spring ballot, and the two candidates have very different ideas of what Mequon could look like.
I think it impacts the aesthetics of the city, it impacts the tax base of the city, what the space in the city looks like, green space versus development. Under
incumbent Mayor Kurt Gilo's plan, the city's tax revenue would grow through mixed development with a focus on high-density, affordable housing for young families. He argues it would offset operating costs in the budget and increase school enrollment.
For instance, right next to where we live, the previous mayor is looking at putting in a very high density project that really goes against their own zoning laws.
Challenger Dan Abendroth believes Mequon should stick to the course it's plotted, with a more rural setting, open space, and development that is spread out.
And whether or not you agree with that is really what this election is about.
It's enough to draw more voters than usual for a spring election here. The city clerk tells me 2 hours before polls closed, the turnout was roughly 40%.
I think a lot of people think that this is a real important decision.
Now, when incumbent Kurt Gilo was elected mayor in 2010, he ran unopposed. Again, we are just learning that 100% of the polls are now reporting that Dan Abendroth appears to be the winner with 51% of the vote. On your side, live in Mequon, Keller Russell, today's TMJ4.
All right, thank you. Another upset we're following tonight. Looks like it's in New Berlin.
Yes, in New Berlin, we have Jack Chivatero, the incumbent, going down to defeat to Dave Ament. This is with 100% of those votes in, 58% for Dave Ament, and Jack Chivatero, 42%. So 58% to 42%. So this is a lot of incumbents apparently losing their seats tonight.
And again, we've got all the numbers streaming there on the bottom of your screen.
Well, people say